y'all been in the Goodwill lately? Goodwill, you is out of order and I'm calling you out, okay? Now listen, I rebuke you right now in the name of Jesus with them high prices.
I'm at Goodwill. I haven't been at Goodwill in a good minute. Is this normal? $17.99. Yeah, it is made by Anthropology, but the whole point of Goodwill is for it to be a steal. And
all these replica shoes up here. Look at the price on them. $189. Shelbyville Goodwill. $69. $189. $135. What the fuck?
My mother-in-law works for Savers Thrift Store and she used to work for Goodwill, and my father-in-law actually works for Goodwill currently. So I had a lot of questions for them this weekend. Let me tell you what I learned. My number one question is, why are they pricing things so flippin' high here in Arizona? And she said they have a spreadsheet they have to go off of.
I know the economy is hard and I know things are very, very expensive. I know inflation is off the roof, but damn it, Goodwill prices are ridiculous. I don't know if you have been in Goodwill recently, but Goodwill prices are ridiculous and people are calling them out. So I'm just going to play you a few videos right now.
Y'all, so I just pulled into the Goodwill to donate these 3 big old bags of clothes that I have, and most of the majority of the clothes have tags on it, brand new stuff that I can no longer fit anymore in the bag. I'm not doing it. I pulled out. I'm not doing it. I'm not giving them no more merchandise for them to tag the items for $1,000 a piece. I'm not doing it because nobody that is financially in a situation can go on the Goodwill and get a good outfit for cheap. I'm talking about actually what they should be pricing the items for. $1, $2, $3, $4. They are up in there putting I walked in there, I donated 5 bags not too long ago, full of stuff. I walked in there, the location I donated the stuff to, why is the dress I donated in there $55? $55 and I bought it for $35. Stop playing. Absolutely not. We're not doing it. 2025, 2026, and so further, and so on. We're not giving Goodwill free stuff for them to overprice this stuff for. It's not worth it, and it's not right. Period. I will be donating these items to the nearby church that has a thrift store, and I will be putting some of these bags right in front of the donation bin, so people that actually need them can actually purchase them. I mean, just pick them up. No more.
The last time have y'all been in the Goodwill lately? Goodwill, you is out of order and I'm calling you out, okay? Now listen, I rebuke you right now in the name of Jesus with them high prices. Y'all, I went to the Goodwill. I like to gather my stuff like twice a year. I, just accumulate things over the year. I set them aside and I give them to the Goodwill. The Goodwill the other day to donate, right? To go in and go and get my receipt. See, and I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to kill time. I was waiting around for a doctor's appointment. I said, well, let me see if I can find me a little gym in here. I go in the Goodwill and just looking around, I could not believe. First of all, it stank. For the price that y'all putting on some of that stuff, it is crazy, all right? It smelled like feet and toe jams in there. And not only that, y'all putting $60 on faded sweaters, okay? And first of all, who is Preston and Jones? All right, here's the video. I can't even.
Y'all done lost y'all doggone mind. This is crazy. Look at all these faded sweaters. Who is this? $58.99 for what? Preston in York. Who is that? And all them shoes over there are dirty and been worn out, look like for years, and y'all got them priced at $34, $45. What's wrong with y'all? Moving forward, I refuse to donate to y'all because I donate to help people that is in need, not take advantage of them. Yeah,
I haven't been at Goodwill in a good minute. Is this normal? $17.99. Yeah, it is made by Anthropology, but the whole point of Goodwill is for it to be a steal. And I saw an Athleta shirt also. I was like, oh, this feels like good material. Is that normal? Recession indicator, inflation indicator, insane indicator. Walking out of here because that is crazy. And I was just trying to thrift, girl. Like, I might as well go to the Ross next door and probably.
Shoes up here. Look at the price on them. $189. Shelbyville Goodwill. $69. $189. $135. What the fuck, Goodwill? I gotta be honest, that right there makes me never want to spend another penny there ever again.
And I don't know if I've ever told y'all this or not, but I dropped my 13-year-old off there one day. He wanted to go check and see if he could find anything vintage. Dropped him off. He was 9 cents short. While I ran to Dunkin' and came back, they made him wait in line for that 9 cents to be brought to the store. And all them times that they asked me to round up, and I have, but they couldn't get him on his 9 cents, that put the worst taste in my mouth, I'm telling you. But this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, Goodwill, do better.
When did Goodwill get so expensive? When did Goodwill turn into a Zara? When did Goodwill turn into a Best Buy? Unbeknownst to me, I come in here and everything is a basic Hanes t-shirt, Faded Glory. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but you know, Faded Glory, a little starter from Walmart. Basic t-shirt starting out at $10.99. Let me see how much these books and CDs is. Girl, we don't even use CD players anymore. You want to know how much this costs? $8.99. I'm shook. Is this a Dirt Devil? You want to know the price? $24.99. What happened to Goodwill just being like 99 cents for a t-shirt? $2 for a pair of jeans. You know, you might pay a total of 10 for a pair of shoes. Girl, they got TVs and everything in here. Desk walkers. This done got bougie. This ain't no thrift store no more. Puzzles over there, $5.99. Hobby Lobby was selling puzzles at that price. What?
I think I've ever left the Goodwill more disappointed than I did today. I am so sick and tired of them raising their prices on everyone. It is ridiculous at this point. Tell me why I went in there and I'm going through the lingerie section and I pick up this adorable, mind you, yeah, it's cute and whatever, this adorable little Victoria's Secret set. It's shorts and a little tank top. I pick it up. I don't even look at the price because usually their lingerie, if it's 2 separate pieces, it is priced separately and they're usually priced about $2 to $3 a piece, okay? I'm going around the store, I'm picking up other items. I end up putting a few items back and I only end up with the one thing. On the register, she rings it up and she tells me my total is $21 and some change. I have one thing, it's a 2-piece set. Why is it $21? I didn't say anything, I wasn't rude. I just said, oh, why is it $20? And she said, they're priced separately. I look at the price tags, $9.99 for the shorts, $9.99 for the tank top. It's the Goodwill. You guys are getting this for free. You guys are getting this for free. I understand that that's still a deal. I understand. I still got a good deal on them. Sure, yeah. But they're not even vintage. It's a set from 2023. It's just so infuriating. I'm not shopping at the Goodwill anymore. I'm sorry. No more.
Works for Savers Thrift Store, and she used to work for Goodwill, and my father-in-law actually works for Goodwill currently. So I had a lot of questions for them this weekend. Let me tell you what I learned. My number one question is, why are they pricing things so flippin' high here in Arizona? And she said they have a spreadsheet they have to go off of for pricing. And if you go too low, you will get called into the office and you will get in trouble. So they have to abide by those rules. And they also Google Lens things to see how much they are. However, on half-off days, they kind of try to price accordingly. So if something is like $6 on half-off day, it's going to be $3. So they don't want to go too low because then they'll be like real cheap on that end of things. How do they price things where you live? Here in Arizona, every different item is a different dollar amount. They don't have just t-shirts are $7.99, pants are $5.99 or whatever. Every item can be priced to whatever they Google Lens and however high they
actually offers a lot more than just clothing. Goodwill put people to work. I guess you can go and get like trades from there. Like you can get some kind of certifications through the Goodwill programs. Like you can get your CDLs. You can get some kind of like construction certification. There's like some trades that Goodwill do. Like they do some stuff too. So I just kind of feel like those money also go towards those kind of funding. That's what I'm getting from it. But at the same time, it's also meant for people that can afford to go to the stores and pay full prices for clothes and shoes and pots and pants and whatever. That's why people go to thrift stores like Goodwill to find bargain, to find cheap prices. You know what I mean? But now Goodwill is not so cheap anymore. It's really sad because Goodwill was supposed to be doing good for the community. They are still doing good for the community, but it's just a little bit too pricey for the average Goodwill customers. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's also the fault of resellers, because people go to Goodwill, right, buy stuff for cheap and then resell them on sites like eBay and Etsy and stuff like that. So I just kind of feel like they are like, okay, so you guys are coming in here buying these things for like $1, $2, then go to Etsy and eBay and sell it for like $20, $50, $30, $15, like double, tripling, quadrupling the prices, and then you coming in here, you're buying it for cheap. So I just kind of feel like the resale market, also they push the thrift store market to mark up the prices of items, because these resellers, they're ruining it for everybody. They even go to Ross and TJ Maxx and they're doing too much. I just kind of feel like resellers are doing too much. But also thrift stores need to know who their clientele is. Someone that is rich, that have money, is not coming in there to buy items to wear. Your core customers are people that cannot afford to go and buy. But let's say you are selling faded glory t-shirts for like $6, $7. That's about how much they sell them at Walmart. You know what I mean? So why would someone come to Goodwill and pay that price while they can go to Walmart and get it for new? So I don't know. I just kind of feel like thrift stores, they need to bring their prices down. Retailers need to chill out on just ruining it for everyone. And I don't remember the last time I went to Goodwill, because the Goodwill around me, I can never really find anything good in there. So I don't remember the last time I went to Goodwill or any thrift store for that matter. But anyways, let me know what you think about Goodwill prices being so pricey now and people complaining about it. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.